Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We are all systems go, and tonight we're playing Blades in the Dark.
Whoop, whoop.
My name's Sean, and I'm leading this session. And then we have our three lovely players, Abby, Logan, and Sarah. Same cast and crew as usual. No mix-ups yet. One
Not
day,
yet. Soon.
maybe in the future. But in the present, our three dastardly scoundrels are infiltrating a brothel in order to find some evidence against Lord Froig, who is their current target, in order to get back at a one Miss Lady Froig, who had stiffed them on the payment for a previous contract. And we had just finished up, I believe, with a engagement roll that had gone very well. Believe y'all got a 6. Yeah, I had to pick up my book.
That
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
sound like us. We don't get 6s on everything.
You got it. No, or did Sarah get it?
I
Sarah
got it.
Sarah,
Sarah
oh,
gets
of course
6s on
Sarah got it. Okay, there we go. That explains it all. And so with that, you have entered the brothel of the Mending Heart. I think we mentioned that it's kind of sort of midday almost, so it's non-working hours, and you are free to explore the building to try and find your prize.
You said something, Sean, about I only have been to certain floors.
Yeah, so a quick rundown of what you know about the Mending Heart. So it is a pretty large building, not very tall. It's only 4 stories, but it's expansive. And so the first floor is parlors, waiting areas, like places for guests to sit, as well as kind of a bar and stuff. Um, and sort of just general, that's more like open public area. And the entire place is surrounded by a fairly large for Doskvol green space that's walled off, to keep it kind of a little separated from the not green space. There is no greenery in Duskfall, sorry, but fake green space.
Turf.
Turf, not even. I don't know.
Turf, but it's mushrooms.
It's something. It's
Electroplasm.
yeah.
Turf.
It's some mushrooms. No, they probably do grow some stuff. There's probably some gardens. You see some like electroplasmic gardens that have been set up. It is the premier boudoir of Duskfall. Anyways, not quite as important. So the first level is kind of more public waiting area space. The second level is where all of the transactions go down, I guess we can say. And so that has a lot of smaller sort of rooms. And so as a sort of hireling cleaner, you've really only done the first and the second floor, because the third floor is filled with all of the rooms for the actual madams and lords. I don't know.
Gents.
Gents, yes, for the workers, and the top floor is for Madame Teslin herself only. So
I thought they would keep the donkeys up on the goats up on the fourth
So
floor.
the second floor is transactions, but the third floor is where they actually stay.
So the third floor is like where they live.
Okay.
It's like their own personal bed chambers,
Yep,
not
okay.
their sort of entertainment chambers,
Yeah.
one might say.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so the hirelings mainly just deal with the first 2 floors,
Yep.
because those get all the traffic, and then the upper ones are more secure
Okay.
for everyone's
So we need to break
safety.
into the what? Who's this lady that we are trying to go after? Did I?
Madame
Mara.
Teslin.
No, Mara.
Oh.
Yes. Somebody
Yes.
had some diamonds, like a
Yeah,
jewelry
Mara
box
has
given.
love letters and gifts from Lord Froag.
Yeah, so you have a
theoretically.
couple different options. You could go break into Mara's room to try and find evidence of Lord Froig's infidelity, or you could also try and find Madame Teslin's ledger,
Mm-hmm.
which would be a valuable thing to have in general.
Yeah.
Or you could get both. I think depends how you do. So you would know that Mara's chambers are on the 3rd floor.
Yeah. Okay.
And she is considered a high earner, so she has one of the larger, fancier personal chambers. Courtesy of Lord Froeg's patronage. I think y'all had just entered through a window onto the 2nd floor.
Okay.
You know that there's workers that go around, of course, and then there's, some of the, I guess I should say there's like housekeepers that go around, and then there are, of course, the workers too, who may be up. Some of them may be up. Some of them may just be resting.
Okay.
And then there's a personal security force for the sort of for the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
But this is generally the time that everyone sleeps, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. This
we can
is
assume
generally
that
the downtime.
Mara is probably asleep
Yeah.
in her room.
Probably, yes.
Is there, are we there during a certain time where they're like closed for cleaning and they like do all of their cleaning at once? And
Yeah, basically. So like it's, like a hotel kind of thing
Yeah.
almost. It's like the patrons are there
Check out at 11
for the
a.m.
evening and then are usually gone early morning at the latest.
wow,
And then
it's a
so from
sleepover brothel.
if they wanted, it's not encouraged, I don't
The
think.
brothel bed and breakfast.
Wow, triple B.
And so they so like early Doskvol morning to sort of mid-afternoon they do all of their general work before business starts back up again. Business hours go into full swing.
Perf.
But yeah.
Cool. I feel like I go and I close the window behind you guys.
Wipe it down.
They trickle in a lot of dirt. Start sweeping up after them.
I'm just like,
And
"Oh,
reprimand them."
making
around
my
here.
job so much more difficult.
Yeah, you hear voices. You hear people chatting, kind of wandering through the hallways, and kind of hushed tones, and a little bit of laughter, and it's just a normal work day for them, for
I'm
most of them.
Okay. I don't know. I've only been to this floor and the bottom floor. I haven't been up to Mara's room, but it should be one floor above us.
Mm-hmm. How are we supposed to know which one it is? Because I assume they don't just mark them.
Well, it's one of the biggest. I do know it's one of the
Okay.
biggest rooms. So
Okay.
whatever room that looks the biggest,
Go for that one. Great.
it's probably Mara's.
They do. They have a nameplate. It says Venus. That has been scratched out, and then
And
underneath
Mara.
they wrote Mara.
I guess so. In the hallway, you said we hear people talking. Is it like if we walk down the hallway, are we going to run into someone, or is it pretty sparsely
I think
occupied?
I think
Logan, we got a 6.
there's a pretty significant workforce that keeps it all running. Like I said, it's a large, it's a not a very tall but expansive building. So I think there's a fair chance you might accidentally run into someone, but you're not in any danger of being immediately discovered at the moment. But you will probably need to sneak around if you don't want to meet someone, or you'll have to distract those that you meet. Because the housekeepers all know each other, so they're gonna be like, why is this new hire bringing in strange people?
So I think we could either.
Because they're delivering something from Lord Froeg to Mara. And they need to go up to Mara's room to wake her up and give.
Can I flashback?
Of course.
Okay, I would like to have recruited Telda's services
Long time no see, Tilda.
to create a huge commotion, like as we're entering, so we can get to the 3rd floor pretty easily with like getting her to make like a whole hubbub to pull a bunch of the workers like.
Sure. How do you convince Tilda to make
Tell
a
her
big
they're
hubbub?
handing out free
tell
sandwiches.
her they have the best
Oh,
sandwiches.
Yeah.
And they're free, but they're only on the 2nd floor, so you have to get up there.
No.
Telda's not dumb. I
Telda-
want that to be known.
But
Telda
she
is
goes
a
crazy for sandwiches.
Telda,
is a
I'm gonna
streetwise
tell her
woman.
that I'm gonna tell Telda that there's 4 whole sandwiches ready for her, waiting, but she only gets half down payment, half after.
So there's 4 whole eel sandwiches waiting for her if she creates this hubbub.
Yep.
Okay. I will let you do that by paying a coin or by
4 sandwiches do not cost 1 coin.
Okay, well you need to pay up something. You want to
Maybe
cough
you've
up a roll?
lined coins inside the sandwiches.
Fine.
You want to cough up a sway?
Well, how much stress is it gonna cost?
Oh, I mean that's a no stress flashback probably. Tell that's one of your contacts. She's easy to get.
Okay.
I feel like we could do it without spending a coin.
Yeah. Can I spend a stress to get the sandwiches?
Let's do a whole other score.
How about
get these sandwiches?
I was gonna say, how about you flash back to when you robbed a bakery, a deli, an eel sandwich cart.
I mean, yeah, sure, I'll rob a deli. For the role.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
She'll perform 1 prowl.
Okay. Sure. Let's have you roll a risky standard.
Price of eel sandwiches is skyrocketed. I can't afford this.
Yes, robbing delis is
I'd
much more
loan you
preferable
some.
to spending money. So let's see. Okay, roll a risky standard.
Okay, I'm gonna do finesse.
Oh, a finesse. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Is that better or worse?
I think they're the same.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Okay. Wow. All right. So you
great.
fail. You are
the mighty have fallen.
Kill everyone in that deli.
Telda tells you about her favorite deli spot, which you know Telda, but she reminds you of her favorite deli, and she says, "Now, darling, if you could get me some sandwiches from that deli, I would be willing to help you however you need." And you are supremely confident that no measly deli owner can catch the mighty Sylph in the act of stealing. And little do you know, this owner, he is used to the riffraff coming in, and he has eyes like a hawk. And he has those blue coats on call because he gives them free eel donuts in the morning with their mushroom coffee.
Give them eel donuts if they don't guard his shop.
Can he please have an actual eagle that watches his shop? Please.
Sure. I don't know if eagles exist in Doskvol.
An owl?
It's a guard eel. There's a fish tank that goes all the way
It's a
around.
guard eel. It's a guard eel. It's a guard eel. Yeah, it's the eel tanks. He communes with the eel tanks. Actually,
No.
Yes. Before he kills them and turns them into delicious sandwiches. Anyways, you are running. Your hands are getting frisky with those sandwiches, and he lays down the law. Brandishes his knife at you, calls the bluecoats, and let's see. Your consequence. Do you want to be beaten and bruised again?
No.
No. Let's see. Your consequence will be
level 3 harm, embarrassed.
Yeah. Level 4 harm, death by embarrassment by eel. Death by eel embarrassment. No, it'll be just extra heat. So
okay,
we're gonna say 2 extra heat.
We're already 1 to 2.
We get
it's
extra
fine.
heat for these damn sandwiches.
Yes.
Yo.
Because the bluecoats saw you. They know there's a ruffian stealing eel sandwiches. Tilda is disappointed. She's like, now, darling, if I thought you were going to have so much trouble, I would have just gotten them myself. Here, let me show you
Okay.
how it's done. She walks out with like 3 sandwiches and is like, toodles.
I hate that woman. Okay, let's just group prowl.
I love her.
I
I
love her too.
She's the best. Must protect Tilda.
Yep. So maybe
Group
Sylph
prowl.
stops and is like, "Don't worry, Tilda's gonna cause a scene." And then like 5 minutes passes, and I'm like, "Okay, let's just get a move on this train."
No, I
She's
think
not coming.
Sylph pulls out like this sad smushed sandwich.
Yeah,
at it
Tilda
sadly.
gave you a little pat on the back and handed you one on her way out. All right.
What are you doing?
Can I, if we group prowl, can I study or maybe flashback? I don't even know if this would need to be a flashback, but just like study the building or like get blueprints and see like maybe if there's like a back way to get up the stairs. Sort of like set up our prowl.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So I think
Underground keys and passages.
well, too bad you're not underground.
Yeah.
I think you could either try to find blueprints and study those, or you could study the building and see what you know. I think
Okay. I do have a master architect as a friend.
yeah, okay, yeah. He could help you. I think it would be limited effect to look at the blueprints, and you might have a greater effect to look at the actual if you tried to study the actual. Not like greater as in great, but as in standard.
If I studied the building,
If you studied the actual building, because you might be able to see.
okay, that's fine. I will do the actual building then. So you said it was risky or standard position?
I think for that one, yeah, it's going to be risky standard because you will be out in the open trying to survey and it is walled, so you'd have to maybe get a vantage point.
Can I trade position for effect by maybe like a couple days before I actually like go into the building, like pretending to be a client or something, you get in on the inside.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Desperate.
Who does Duchess try and pick up?
I'm just like, I'm not actually a client. I'm like, where the hell is Venus? He owes me money.
Poor Venus.
Poor Venus. Can I push myself? I don't need to ask that
Of
question.
course,
I'm gonna
you can
push
always
myself.
push yourself.
Great. Okay. Bam. 6.
Okay, great
That was
job.
a good
Like a
roll.
what?
That was a good roll.
Good roll.
6, 4, 5. Yeah. Too bad it wasn't a crit.
I
Oh
know.
well.
Sean, don't wish that upon yourself.
I don't care.
We are about to group prowl, Sean.
Maybe you'll finally get more
Our
work out of that
second one,
skill.
maybe.
I know,
Yeah.
second one ever.
Okay, so you get inside the building, kind of make a ruckus, look around a little bit, as well as look around the outside, and you think you can tell there's probably there's like a main staircase that goes up, and you can see everything. It's like very beautifully made. It's covered in like fake flowers as well as silks and velvets and stuff, and the whole place is gaudy and beautiful at the same time, and sort of meant to direct your attention in certain ways. But with your keen eye, you can see that there seem to be sort of like service stairwells, almost like much more narrow side corridors that could be used to access different floors, different
Is
kind
there
of hallways.
a dumb waiter that we can shove ourselves in?
Yeah, there is. There's a dumbwaiter system, a pretty advanced dumbwaiter system that they
Yes!
use for all sorts of to get things between floors quickly and easily.
Like people. Okay.
I love it.
Okay, I have discerned that there's a dumbwaiter system in this building, so we can shove ourselves into this little hatch here, and I'll pull this rope, and we'll go zooping
How
on
do
up.
dumbwaiters even work?
I think
Do they have a weight limit?
probably.
I
Isn't
don't
it
know,
just
they're
a
meant
pulley
to carry
system?
heavy things. It is like a pulley system, I think.
Yeah.
A small freight elevator is what
Yeah,
it
it's
is
for
considered.
freight. It's for heavy stuff.
Smaller than.
I think it's
what
sort
was
of for,
it?
like,
Shaft
supposed to be
capacity.
It can
food.
definitely hold 3 petite women.
100 to
I think we'll have
992
to go-
pounds, depending.
Oh.
It's a
I think
long,
we'll have to
Y'all
do-
definitely
range.
weigh over 992 pounds.
Rude.
The Duchess weighs 26 pounds.
It's all of Duchess's
Rude.
baggage.
No, it's the he who walks in darkness. He weighs.
Hmm.
He's very dense.
He weighs on my
Infinite.
soul.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a I think they have some manual ones, and then they also have some fancy like Sparkcraft ones too, probably.
Sounds dangerous. Let's pick that one.
Let's take that one. We all
Okay.
crowd into the dumbwaiter.
Are
Hold a
they
little-
big enough to fit everyone? at
No, I
once?
think we'll have to go one at a time.
Oh no!
They're pretty small. Yeah.
Yep, fairly.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna sneak upstairs.
Why? This is a
This
great
is way
idea.
more fun.
This is sneaking. This is still sneaking.
If you want to go first, then you can prowl the head off of whoever's at the other side of this.
That's fair. I'll do that.
I mean, I'll consider
I'll go
using the
last
dumbwaiter
because
a
I'm the
group
one in
prowl.
disguise.
Okay.
Group prowl.
Okay.
Okay.
So we just go up in a undetermined order, and we all appear at the top.
Poof.
I'll go first just in case, but
Yeah. Okay. I think let's just risk a standard, because at least you're coming in from a controlled position. Who wants to roll first?
I got a 5. Echo
Okay,
got
you
a 4.
succeed.
6.
Ooh, good job, Duchess.
Logan's bringing it in hot.
Bring it, Duchess.
Okay, you avoided any consequences, so that's the lucky part. All right, you guys find the dumb waiter, and
We say, "Hey, you're dumb.
you're dumb.
Bring us some water."
Now bring us up to the 3rd floor, and you make your way up the 3rd floor. It's not exactly a fun experience. I think, like cramped in to this little metal. I think it's been gussied up to look kind of nice, but it's still pretty unnerving.
I
It
feel like
just-
Echo overestimated her ability to be in small spaces.
Yeah, definitely
paranoid.
claustrophobic, very dark. I mean, once the doors close, it's pitch darkness and you're being lifted by strange mechanical sort of machinations. But you pop out on the other side. Pling! They're ready and waiting.
The door opens.
Okay,
and we just
you're on the
spill
3rd
out into
floor.
the room. Are we just in a hallway, or
Yeah, so I think you can see sort of a branching series of hallways. Like there's probably 1 or 2 main hallways, and just lots of doors. You can see it's looks pretty packed for the most part in the area that you're in. It's possible maybe once, I guess, like if you just went down a bit and looked for some of the more spaced out doors, probably be bigger rooms
Mhm.
attached to them.
Mhm.
Because some of them are definitely tight for economy of space and probably bunked. I think you can hear people sleeping, snoring, maybe 1 or 2 like quiet conversations through some of the doorways, and it's largely empty though. You don't, like I said, you don't see any of the housekeepers really coming up here, but someone could exit their room at any time. And it would be very unusual to see 3 people up on this floor that they don't recognize.
Okay.
So that is the only danger.
Can I flashback
Mhm.
And at some point, because I've been there for like a few days.
I think we said, yeah, like 2 or
Oh,
3.
yeah. I feel like I take one of like the special present deliveries and I set it aside so that it like never gets to the person it's supposed to go to. And I feel like I want to flashback to like have been taking that with me so I can like be able to like knock on the door that is Mara's and say, "Oh, a new delivery from Lord Froig. Um,
Mhm.
just for just he wanted you to have it immediately," kind of a thing, or um,
Okay.
it's just downstairs, and I can draw her away.
So do you wanna set aside a actual thing? Or
I
do you
guess I
want
don't
to
actually need a thing, do I? I can just have
not
the
It's gonna be
necessarily.
way
I
easier to just pretend that you
I'll
have
just
one.
pretend. Just
Yeah.
kidding. I was making that more difficult than it
But
needed
we
to
still
be.
don't know which door is hers, which is
We
the real
still don't know
problem.
what store is hers. Yeah.
Which is the magic door?
I mean, I could flash back and have followed somebody.
Hmm.
Yeah, that works. I mean, you could follow Mara. You could try.
Yeah.
How good is your sneak or your hunt?
I can't prowl.
Prowl, whatever. That's what I meant. Sneak.
Sneak.
I said sneak. It's prowl though.
I got 2 in the prowl.
My gosh, when did that happen?
Because we got that group upgrade, and then I finally got 1 in prowl on my own.
Oh right. Wow, you've been taking lessons from
I've been
she who walks in darkness.
practicing.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
got a
so
Mulan training montage.
unless you can think of another way how you'd find Mara's location. You don't
Like
have to.
maybe I wait one night and she has to like drink a lot with clients, and like I position myself so that like she needs help getting to her room or something like that. And so that way I don't have to sneak. I can just be like, conveniently around when she's like too drunk, and maybe I even like make her drunk by slipping something into her.
Okay.
Um,
That sounds
her
like
that
maybe a
trance
finesse
powder.
or a consort,
that sounds
depending
like
on
a
what you want to
finesse or a
do.
consort.
Hmm.
Finesse.
Yeah,
So I
sure.
basically slip extra strong alcohol into her. Um, you know, she's supposed to be drinking like light alcoholic things with clients, and I
Hmm.
like make hers extra strong that night so she needs help getting to her room, and I can have an excuse to like getting to her to where she needs to go.
Right. Yeah. So that sounds like a one stress flashback for a controlled standard roll.
Okay. Controlled
Controlled.
standard. Where
Controlled.
okay. I don't know if I want to do anything else for that.
How many dice do you have?
Do you want to push yourself?
2, I could push myself.
I could
Then
help
that's
you.
I mean, it's
3
controlled,
stress.
so
You
No,
should
it's
be
controlled,
fine.
you're
You'll
fine.
be good.
Okay. No pushing. No pushing.
I
We've
mean,
got
worst comes to worst, you
this.
just try something else.
Come on, drunk ploy. Let's go big.
Yeah.
All right. Drunk boy works. So, one night you slip Mara some heavier alcohol, even though she's like you said, they try to keep the workers on a lighter sort of beverage set so that they can keep going all night. And you're able to kind of follow her to her room as she needs a little extra help that night.
Like,
And
all right there, love. I'll take you. Where's your room? Show me. Oh, you have a
she's
little
like,
bit too much to drink tonight, haven't you?
"Who are
Oh,
you
there's a
again?
doll.
I
Oh,
what? Oh, my head. I can't. Just
you'll
get
be
me
all
up to
better
the
in the
third floor."
morning. Oh, yes. Here. Lean on me, darling. Lean on me.
She does, and takes you over to kind of drunkenly leads you past most of the rooms towards one of the back ends of the hallways. She's kind of tucked into one of the corners of the house of the building, and yeah, it's just down 2 doors to the left in this imaginary
Great.
place.
Hallway in this imaginary hallway.
Imaginary hallway. It is locked. You know, everyone's rooms are locked, so she does have. You'll have to break in or wake her up and
Yeah, we'll knock
convince
and
her.
then
But
break
yeah,
her.
easy enough to get over there, I think. Unless y'all do something crazy and awake anyone else.
Got it. Do you guys have any other ideas, or do you like the trying to get her out of her room plan?
That
We
sounds good
knock
to
on the
me.
door. As she opens it, you use the silence potion, and then I shoot her.
Oh.
Trance powder, go. I forgot about our silence potion. Oh my god.
Well,
we
it's
have
It
a
because
only
it
lasts
sto-
like 5 seconds.
It only lasts like 5 seconds, and it also summons the spirit wardens. So I'm not a pro
does,
silence
yeah.
potion.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
It
Oh.
alerts them, I think.
I mean, that'd cause a commotion downstairs for sure.
It messes
It
with the
would.
ghost field.
Oh, well, maybe not then.
We could just go talk to her with our fists and concealed palm pistols.
Concealed
I have a
palms.
heavy loadout.
You do have you look #suspicious.
Do they
Alright.
get food delivered to their rooms here?
I think they potentially could. I don't know if they always do necessarily. Everyone's schedule's a little different, so it's probably like
Alright.
kind of sort
Can
of
I
an open kitchen.
flashback to I want to have like I don't know, a nice breakfast meal with some mushroom tea.
A little mushroom mimosa
Oh.
for her brunch.
I hate it.
I love it. Mushroom everything. It's actually a mushroom house.
Eel's breath
It's
mimosa.
just how many combinations of mushrooms and eel?
Mushroom
we
and eel,
have?
that's where it's at.
That's the
Okay.
entire cuisine.
No, they have other stuff like rat meat and chickens. And goats.
And chickens. Goats are too
And
expensive,
fish.
though. I feel like goats are valuable.
Yeah, they're more
Okay,
valuable
what are we
for other
doing
stuff.
with the
Okay.
mushroom mimosa? What's the plan?
I
That
was
is
gonna
the plan.
put my slumber essence in the tea, and then we could like deliver her breakfast, and then
Isn't
She
she
has
Great.
sleeping already?
She is.
Yes, but I'm,
So we could
just
I'm
break
a
in
little
and be
worried
fine.
about her.
okay, I guess that makes sense.
Can you all break in? Does any of you know how to
Yeah,
pick a lock?
I have 2 tinker now.
Oh,
Weren't you
wow.
supposed to be
Abby
a
is
whole
supposed to be
tinker.
our
world-renowned
lockpicker.
lockpick?
I am. Watch me.
You see a little
Alright.
frake symbol on the lock.
Oh no! Actually,
I don't know. Roll a fate die. Oh,
Wow.
you're so lucky. Y'all are so lucky. No, this just seems like a very general run of the mill. I mean, it's a basic lock for privacy, and I mean it'll hold up to most things.
You got it, or do you want me to set you up?
I got it. What could go wrong?
Probably risky standard.
Absolutely not.
All right, I got fine lock picks. Does that increase my effect?
Yeah, that'll increase your effect.
Okay.
I don't know if you really need greater effect, but
I can my greater. I mean, I can do it more quietly, maybe with my fine lock picks.
yeah,
You
that
said
is what I would say.
risky
Probably.
great then.
Yeah, so I think
Okay.
you'd be risky great.
I'm gonna push myself.
Do you want me to just assist you for free?
Sure.
Okay, I'll study it and be like, "Yep, that's a lock."
Quietly.
How did
You've
I prepare for
seen
this?
the make and model before,
Mhm.
and the
Standard.
nobles thought about commissioning these locks, but they have a flaw that was found, and so you take advantage of it. Do you have to roll for that, Logan? Sorry, I forget.
No,
No,
just I do
assisting
it
is.
twice
Okay,
for
it's
free.
just you're right. Okay, Yeah, sure. So you get an extra die.
Okay, great. 4 is good enough for me.
Okay.
So close.
Hmm.
But the effect is great.
Yeah.
I know. See, that's the thing. The effect is great, but there is a consequence. Okay.
We can
Um,
resist that.
Yeah, we can.
yeah. So I think hmm. Okay, it takes a little bit longer than you thought. You're very quiet, but you uh, just weren't used to these for some reason.
Mhm.
And they're a little trickier than Duchess made them seem. She was like, "Oh, it'll be easy, darling.
It's just a lock. Just pick it.
Duchess, have you ever picked a lock before?
I know, but I've watched you pick plenty, and this one doesn't seem very hard.
But it was a little more complicated. They fixed that flaw that was supposed to be there, and you finally click it open. And luckily, it was quite enough that it seems Mara is still asleep. But you hear a couple of the neighboring rooms seem to be stirring. So I'm gonna put you on a 4 o'clock, 2 ticked. Third floor wakes up or something. I don't know.
Can I resist that for her?
Morning. Sure.
I guess
How?
what if
How are you
I
gonna do that?
if I resist it, is the clock just exist, but there's less ticks on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So resisting
Um,
would reduce the amount of ticks on it by 1.
How can I resist this for her? Maybe like she has to switch out lock picks or something, and she's like accidentally drops one, and I like catch it for her, and it doesn't hit the ground and make a loud noise, so they don't wake up.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds perfect. Okay, what should you roll to resist? They're all the same, aren't they?
Yep.
Okay.
That seems like a prowess.
Roll.
Yeah, it's probably
well,
prowess. Well, or insight, one of the two, but it doesn't
Insight.
matter.
I understand you're about to drop it because you're upset because it's harder than it should be for
Yeah.
you. Okay.
but you have a 4 in everything, so it never matters what I ask you.
Correct.
Okay.
But
so
I don't just have a 4 in everything. I have a 5 in everything.
Oh my god, what?
What is that from a special thing?
Bodyguard, when I protect them, I get plus 1d to
Oh.
resistance rolls.
Oh, I hate you.
That was not a good roll, though.
I mean, it only costs
You still
one
only took
stress.
1 stress.
Yeah, but I rolled 5 dice.
You kinda cleared your stress.
I
come
know.
on.
I'm just planning on a crit every single time I
Okay,
resist.
so reduce that clock by 1.
Okay,
So you'll just have 1 tick on there.
that's good.
Here, you
Yeah.
drop
Okay,
this. It almost
so-
made a huge noise.
Y'all quickly sort of
Thanks.
shuffle into her room and close the door behind you, and it is maybe not pitch black, but very dark.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Mara kind of sleeping in her bed. She does have a nice spacious room. Compared to the others, it's
Force
sort of
feed her sleep potion.
We've done
It
it
just
roll-
before.
sent her
We'll
to
do
a
it
natural
again.
sleep.
throwback to
I'm sorry.
episode 1 when we force fed that guard captain sleep potion, and I don't think it worked out
I
exactly
don't think
how
it
we
did.
expected. The room is sort of decorated lavishly. You can see lots of little bits and bobs, all sorts of things sort of glinting in the dark. You have a feeling she's gotten many gifts of affection from her various clients, and yeah, she's asleep. You have no idea where she keeps anything, and you can barely see in the darkness.
Okay, I'm gonna flip my dark side goggles on, and I'll
Alrighty.
kind of go over, and I want to see if she has any jewelry on her that's like quite obvious that like she would wear to bed because it means so much, kind of thing.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, that's fine.
They don't usually wear anything unless it's from the person they're seeing, like that
Ooh.
night. Like they wouldn't want to wear a different client's jewelry to see a different person,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. So she of course wears Froeg's stuff when Froeg comes to visit,
Yep.
but she has to store it somewhere in the meantime. Just because wouldn't want to
Okay.
Okay.
give mixed signals.
So the night that she got drunk and I took her into her room, Can I have also scoped out the room while she was passed out?
Yes, I will call that a 2 stress flashback to be inside the room with her. And you'll still have to roll like a study or a survey
Oh, I don't know
to
if
see how
that's
much
worth it.
information you get out of it. Their rooms are considered pretty private, like these. So like she would, even if very drunk, she'd probably be like,
Sean, but
"You
I
don't
am a
need to come in
very
here with me."
cordial Cockney serving woman who is so maternal and loving. Of course, I would you would let her into your
Uh,
room. Okay, maybe pause on that idea then. I don't know
Can
if it's worth it.
I use can I whip out a heavy black sheet? And then I want to just like go over and
black
put it
sheet.
on her head so we can turn the light on and she won't wake up.
Okay, that would be. I think you'd have to mark one load,
Yep.
and you'll have to make a roll of some kind to put the sheet on her.
Yeah.
I'm.
Um,
What are you thinking? I'm thinking like maybe finesse or prowl.
if it's not study or consort, it doesn't matter. It's a 1.
Why are you like this?
Why must you do this to us?
I can never pick which skill I want to do, so I made them all equal, so I don't have to choose anything.
Well, now you do need to start choosing because you've already got
Um,
one and everything.
let's see. I think it'd probably be like a finesse or a prowl, I'd
Yeah,
imagine.
that's what I said.
Between the two, I don't have a
Can
preference.
I
Let's see.
assist you?
I prowl.
Yeah. Okay. How do you want to assist?
I want to be like on the other side of the bed, so like when she throws the sheet, like I can catch the edge and like gently, like evenly lower it down.
Yeah, sure. I think.
um, Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so that'll be 1 stress for your assist. And then I think the roll is going to be risky standard.
Is your prowl? Do we want to flip the roles on this?
Yeah, probably. That
Okay.
probably makes more
How about
sense.
I roll the sheet and hand it to her and say, "Okay, now you put it on, and I'll help you."
So
Okay.
my finesse is 2, and then you assist me for 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Do we want to? And you said it was a risky
Risky
standard.
standard.
Can we sprinkle trans powder on the sheet so when
Oh
if she
my
breathes,
goodness.
if she does wake it up and breathe it in, she'll be auto tranced?
I feel like that's a stretch, but
I might grant that to you. And now I have to relook up trans powder because it's been a while.
I think trans powder
What?
hurts people. I think.
No, it doesn't.
I think it does, but
Trans
it's not a big
powder
deal.
is totally fine. It's totally harmless. I don't know what everyone's
It's
talking about.
volatile. I mean, it just
Oh,
says
okay.
it does woozy as level 1 harm, which isn't crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. You would have to check your powder
That's fine.
so that
It
you don't
doesn't
have it.
cast load for me. So
Okay. Yeah, but you won't be able to use it for anything else.
that's fine.
And yours is it fine? No, you just have trans powder. That's okay.
Correct.
Okay. You don't have to try and acquire it. All right.
Correct. I
Yeah,
always
so
have
you
some
can do
trans
that,
powder
and
on
I
me.
think that would make your effect greater. So you'd be risky greater.
can I set up to improve position or just effect or just give a die?
Setup increases effect.
I mean, at this point, y'all should just have
Yeah, we
have
have
Sylph prowl for you. I can't remember off the top of my head what.
I don't-
Sylph does the prowl. I do the trans powder, and
I do the assist.
If you're really that worried about getting
Hey,
dice and stuff,
this is great for our
setup
group.
can give you improved position though,
Oh,
or
perfect.
effect.
Can I set this up then and say like maybe somebody owes me a favor, so I want to consort with them, request their help, and maybe they pay her a visit, like a little unusually late at night, so she was up late last night, so she's
Mm.
not
Mm-hmm.
not like about to wake up, so she's probably in
even
deep
more
sleep.
tired.
Sure. So so you want to do consort for that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you at risky standard, I think.
Okay, that's fine.
I think that's fine.
Yes.
Why is it risky? I don't know, but it feels like it.
Because it's a little unusually late, so they might start asking questions.
4. Okay. Yes. So you succeed on that. Your consequence. Consequence is going to be that the person you asked for that favor from, that you consorted with, is going to ask for a favor in return maybe one day.
That's
So you're racking up those favors. You owe Muse, and now you owe this unknown noble.
This is probably maybe like a young noble boy. I'll call
Sure.
him
Jeroff.
Let's try that one again.
Geoff. Let's see. Where's my list of names? How about
Gale.
Drav, Christov?
I like Drav.
Okay.
Valeris. Drav. Okay.
Perfect.
Drav. I do like it. Let's see. It'll be fun. What things can a young nobleman request of Duchess for a little bit of help?
He wants me to, I don't know, kill his brother.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty.
Okay, so now what we were at controlled grader for
Okay, you're at controlled grader for this one sheet trick. It's not a hat trick, it's a sheet trick.
It's a beautiful sheet trick, and it's working with our crew goals of working in concert together.
Ooh.
Remember, we wanted
Wow,
to
we
have
have
that be a thing?
Yeah.
This might be the first time.
Who's even rolling, and what are they rolling?
I'm rolling
Rolling
prowl
prowl.
with one extra dice.
From what?
Are you assisting, or did you just want to set up
Duchess
Logan?
setting, or no? Yeah.
I can assist. We'll say that I prepared for this by bringing the sheet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I whip out my trance powder and I
sprinkle it.
You spritz it? It's in a spritz bottle?
No, that's like a tap.
Oh, you're tapping it out.
I heard
was like,
bottle.
Yeah, I know. I was like, it's a powder. How are you spritzing it?
I guess
like a little tap,
That's
tap.
like cinnamon out of a.
I'm not a Foley artist
yet.
Guys.
You're supposed to be working on that.
I'm trying. I feel repressed though.
Okay, well, all right. Can someone just roll?
Yeah, risky great. Yeah, or
no,
is it
you're controlled great.
Controlled
Okay,
great with, like,
you guys have
12
done
dice.
everything in your power to make this one roll go as good as possible.
Oh
my gosh, great. Okay.
Called it. Crit,
Wow.
crit,
Okay.
Crit.
Oh man, a failure on that would have been so funny.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so you just like lay this. You like give this lovely little like effortless like
It's fine black silk.
just
so
yeah, it's
breathable.
like super fine, but still thick enough to black out most light. It just saunters and falls slowly through the air. You see little powder glitters coming off of it. You make sure to hold your breath before you smother this woman in her sleep between the trance powder and this blanket. But it goes
She'll be
off
fine.
without a hitch, and you can hear her still slumbering peacefully, if actually maybe a little more deeper breaths
Yeah.
from kind of
Trance
you
powder
think
is
the
good
effect
for you.
She's struggling to breathe through the sheet.
She's breathing deeper, but her heart rate is slowly escalating. Eventually, she'll go into cardiac arrest. It's fine. And I think we'll take a quick 10-minute break,
Ooh,
and I'll figure out
okay.
what your greater effect is, and we'll move on from there.
Sounds good.
Critically great effect.
Yeah, your
Critically.
critical. That's what I mean. Your
Critically
critical
great
effect.
Everyone on the whole floor is asleep now.
It's
It
a
gets into the
sheet over
ventilation
the entire
system.
Power in
building.
the air ducts. Don't think that I don't want that to happen, 'cause I do.
I know you do, which is why I will never let it happen.
See, repressed.
All right.
I'm so repressed.
You are repressed.
We're back.
And we
Yay, we're
ended our
back.
break on time.
It was
I
actually a
bet
quick
no one was
10
expecting
minute
it.
break.
Take that, world.
It was exactly a quick 10-minute break this time. Okay, so we have smothered this poor
Young is proud
lady.
of us.
Lovingly,
And
lovingly smothered her.
I'm proud of us too. And you've smothered this woman, and you're in her room, and you can turn on the lights. So your greater effect, I think, is going to be that there's a pretty obvious box that looks very fancy, very nice, and you are pretty sure anything super special is going to be in there. Duchess, it is pretty easy to tell right away that it is a puzzle box. These were in fashion with the nobility probably like 2 or 3 decades ago. They were all the rage. So now it's a little passé and gauche, but this one is very nice. And Froig is an older noble, so it would make sense that he maybe had some older sensibilities. And it looks like this is a very nice Sparkcraft puzzle box. It's a deep sort of mahogany, rich dark red with inlays of silver and gold, as well as you can see little bits of like ether sort of etching happening. And it's just carved all over with a variety of sort of rose floral designs, various sort of Doskvolian symbols of love and affection. And yes, you would bet all the coin you have that whatever you need is inside this box. But
How
you would
big
also
is it?
bet it's not going to be easy to open. It's fairly large. I would say it's about like 14 inches long,
Mm-hmm.
about 12 inches deep, and then probably like
That is large.
8 to 10 inches tall. Yeah, it's large. They're built large because the compartments are smaller, hidden compartments
Yeah.
within the box. So it's large.
Are they? It's not like gonna be booby trapped or anything like it. You can pick them up, puzzle boxes, and that's okay.
It's the boxes themselves usually aren't booby trapped. It's possible they could be. Seems maybe unlikely. I
As
don't
a
know if you
love
want to roll
token,
either.
that seems extreme. Here's this booby-trapped box.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, someone could roll something, or you could roll fortune to see how much you if you know more than what I've told you.
I mean, I'm just thinking we just pick it up and pocket it and leave. But
You could.
But then what if it doesn't have what we need? Then we'd have to come back.
yeah,
I'll point it out nonetheless and be like, look, a puzzle box. How passé and gauche. Lord Frog's a old noble, I bet. He thought this was romantic.
Yeah. So, I mean, even though it is a bit old, it's still very.
does
There's
it
worth a
have
lot
any
of money, you can tell.
identification on it?
Like his crest.
Yeah.
That would be so helpful if there was a crest carved into the box.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Alright.
My
Well-
guess is he probably reused it.
Would it be finesse to open it?
So I think it's going to be potentially a series of things, or
I'll
'cause I
sway the
think-
box.
you're probably going to need to either you can get someone to help you open it,
Uh-huh.
and like obviously Mara's gonna know how to open it, um, or you can try and open it yourself,
Yeah.
or you could break it open.
I mean, it can't be that hard.
Yeah. You're a master.
If it's from the nobles,
lockpick.
it's probably higher tier than us, though. Yeah, but she's only ever picked like 2 locks in her life.
I mean, you can't really pick it. Like, there's no visible locks, so you can
Well,
tell
I'm
there's
just saying,
there's
picking a
moving
lock,
parts, but
picking a lock and puzzling a box seem like similar skills.
Yeah, I think
Can
it's
we group
probably Tinker,
study?
but-
Like we sit down, like this is a
Ooh.
like
Yeah.
a puzzle. One of
Ooh.
those dumb games.
dumb games. Wow, you really
Those
don't
dumb
listen to him.
games.
Logic
Like those-
games?
All games
Yeah,
are good
but
games.
like there's like the mystery games where you like rip up cards and such as you're playing it, and you can only play it the one time.
Oh,
Never mind.
escape
I have
room
no idea.
game.
Escape room games.
Yes.
But it's a puzzle box game, and we'll just play it on Mara's floor.
Yeah, let's do it. Game time.
We
Group
sit
study.
crisscross applesauce and examine this box.
Yeah, I think that sounds great. Yeah, I think you'll need a study to even have any hope of trying to
What's
open it
our
without force.
position and effect?
So I think you are going to be probably That's actually a good question. Let's see. What are tier y'all? Tier 2?
Yeah.
We'll just say controlled standard.
Okay.
You want to trade? Controlled? There's a sleeping woman. Make it standard.
You just got a crit on
Yeah.
making sure she stays asleep, so
I'm being punished for having a.
Who's
my
leading?
I have one
I don't
in
know.
study, but I have a lot of stress if you want me to lead.
You have a lot left. Yeah, so do I.
Available, yeah.
Okay. I only have 4 left, so I probably should.
Okay. I haven't spent any, so I'll lead.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna be the one causing it anyway.
All right. We can do it, team.
Controlled.
This
Standards.
is like
Mhm.
team building for us. We were doing a puzzle box.
Wow.
Nice. Come on, Duchess.
So close. We keep getting 5s and 6s rather than.
I know we keep
Okay,
getting
so
6
one
power
stress, but you
5.
did get a 6.
Yep.
So, you study the box, and oddly enough, Echo seems to have a knack for this sort of thing, and she's
It's a
Don't
boat
ask me
themed
if-
puzzle box.
Don't ask
I
me
think
about
you're
it.
a little rough with it. Like you kind of do a lot of shaking and you hear things shaking around and stuff, but it also helps you figure out like how the pieces move a little bit
Yeah.
better and
Yeah.
interact. And also, I think maybe you realize that it's pulled a couple tricks from the pirates, the shipwrights and stuff. So it's got a couple like trick hinges and
Nautical
stuff
mechanisms.
that use some nautical mechanisms. So you can, I think that will not open the box completely, but it will like allow you to now make a roll to fully open the box. I think like you've maybe done the first layer, like you've moved a couple of the pieces and you've pulled out a couple drawers that are like smaller, and you can tell she does have some nice jewelry in here, but none of it looks as fancy as what Lord Frog would give her, especially if he gave her such a nice box.
Mhm.
So now you probably just need to either study. You could study again. You could maybe finesse, or
Tinker?
you could even
Rag?
try tinker, because like I said, it is Sparkcraft, so you can see that there is some sort of like mechanized pieces, and you can tell that actually when you lifted it up, the box was really heavy. So you can see there's actually metal lining in the woods and stuff to help protect it. So there are metallic pieces.
I mean, we
mess
could
with.
group finesse. That sounds like a good one for us. Duchess is
Yeah.
not enthused, but
I mean, if you're doing it as a group, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And
Who's
you'll be
leading?
probably controlled standard again
Okay.
because you did
Who
so
wants to
good on
lead
that.
this one? I can again. Okay, great.
Take
Yeah.
it away.
Take it away.
Controlled standard.
I got a 4.
Okay.
Got a
Ooh.
1.
5.
And a
Okay.
5. Okay, so you succeed, but let's see. Okay, so you could try a different approach, or you have a minor consequence. Is the only thing.
Consequence.
Okay.
Or we could
so,
just tinker with it instead.
I'll just resist the consequence.
Okay. So yeah, I know Logan can just resist every consequence ever. So you are tinkering with this, and y'all get a little bit distracted because it's so complicated, and you forget how long it's taking. So it's starting to get later, and you can hear that once again. All of the sort of neighboring rooms are starting to wake up and get ready for another hard day's work.
Mm-hmm. But it's controlled, right? So it's only 1 tick.
Yeah, so it's only 1 tick.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, don't even worry about it.
But I could lose stress.
You could. Or you could knock yourself out with a really bad roll.
One of these days, I'm gonna roll like 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, and just get traumatized immediately.
That's true. That's true.
I'll leave it.
Okay.
Okay, so
So-
wait, are we into this box? Have we cracked
Yes,
it?
you're into the box. So you guys are take your time. You get through it, and you click one last piece into place before out pops one very large, but relatively thin sort of tray. And in that, you can see a couple of letters with the sort of wax seal of Lord Froig, as well as a
Nice.
couple of very, very nice pieces of jewelry, including like a beautiful necklace set with pearls and diamonds, as well as a series of rings and earrings.
Didn't you say that someone had wrote letters to her? Like he had letters written
Yeah.
to her? Okay.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Yeah, there's letters.
You
in
see a couple of
Oh.
letters with the wax seal of Lord Froig.
Oh,
Think-
I just heard the wax seal. Okay.
Sylph's
makes
like, well,
sense.
those letters should go great, and I'll just take the jewelry and pocket.
I
That's
assume
fine.
Duchess like snatches the letters and is like,
Yeah, I'll look through them, try and find the most damning, pocket them all.
Great.
Yeah, they're pretty damning. I mean, it's his handwriting, and he's confessing his love for the beauty that is Mara
Yeah.
over and over again, in various different and badly poetic ways.
Perfect.
Does he ever say that like I want to look specifically for one where it's like, you're so much more beautiful than my toad wife.
Oh,
we
easily.
we can forge
easily.
that letter if it
mean,
doesn't exist.
it comes up often about how much he loves Mara more than he loves his
Good.
wife.
Perfect.
What's her
And
name?
that
Adelaide?
she
Adelaide.
is like the pearl of Doskvol, and Adelaide is nothing more than a shadow to her.
She's bringing
Adelaide
her down.
Toad.
Toig.
Toad.
If you'd like, y'all can keep going, and you could look for Madame Teslin's ledger.
I mean,
Or you can just
I've spent 2
Vamonos.
stressed. We could do it.
Doesn't Madeline doesn't she not like us? Didn't
Oh,
she do
she
something?
hates you,
Why though?
Venus.
Because
That's
we
why.
took Venus.
Yeah.
But did she do something to us, or does she just hate us?
That
I think
was
she
the
just hates
you at the
consequence. I
moment.
think that was the consequence of me doing something
Yeah.
and her
Okay.
finding out that I tricked her or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah, let's go teach her a lesson about who she has opinions about, okay?
Hashtag this is the theme of today.
You keep your opinions in your own
You
little
said you
brothel,
didn't
woman.
like my caption of petty revenge, but that's just what we're doing.
Well, I thought that was going to be petty revenge against
No.
us. Yeah. And then
No,
I
it
realized
is
it was
us
us, and I was
exacting
100%
revenge.
on board.
Okay. So I assume we all quietly leave Mara's room, leaving the sheet on her face.
No, let's
Do we
take the
leave-
sheet. Take the sheet.
We're leaving the puzzle box, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
it's too
closing it back
heavy.
up, but I took all the really nice jewelry.
Okay, I'm gonna leave instead of spray painting my sigil somewhere. I'm gonna leave like a little pin, so it's like an empty puzzle box except for the pin of my sigil.
Like the
Okay.
Pink Panther, but leaving instead of a white glove, it's
Yes, and then
the pin.
Beyonce comes out and starts singing a song.
Perfect.
The only thing I remember from that movie, and I love it.
Oh, is that from the newer one? The new
That's
one?
the new one, yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I ever saw that. We're old
Um,
school. We watched the old ones.
Yes, we do.
Beyonce's disappointed. Okay, I'll put
Yeah,
Beyonce-
that's true.
Can call
I'm
us
sorry,
up.
BA.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So you can leave her room, I think, fairly easily. You have to get up to the 4th floor.
Can we retrieve our sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we use the dumbwaiter again?
Yeah. Does the dumbwaiter go up further?
Can we roll a fortune die?
Yeah. Roll a fortune die. I'm not sure.
You got it, Sarah.
Okay.
While that's happening, can I do something unorthodox and gather information?
What do you mean? I don't know
I
who
guess
would actually be considered gathering
Yeah,
information.
you can just flashback.
Well, I think you can like gather information in a score because I want to do like what was it? It was I want to anticipate like possible threats. So like you said there was like a little private army or guard or something like that they had.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to I don't know,
Yeah,
like
they have a
look
private guard.
look out the window and down the stairs and see if like if it seems like they ever come up this far or if they seem to stay down there, like so we don't get
You know
surprised
they
by them.
guard the grounds and they're around. Definitely, they have a heavy presence in the 1st floor, and then there's some of them in the 2nd floor. You didn't see any in the 3rd floor, but you don't actually at the moment know anything about the 4th floor.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just not do that then.
If you the flow I'm trying to read about gather information now. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can gather information whenever, but it's just an action. I mean, you would just take an action to learn information. Okay, so what did you roll? A 4 for the dumb waiter. I'm gonna go with no. I don't think the dumb waiter actually goes to the 4th floor.
Curses.
So there's, I think.
Well, let's just call a dumb server and have him carry us up there.
I am the dumb server.
Do we see a stair? Is there an obvious staircase that goes to the 4th floor?
Yeah, there is. People do go up to the 4th floor, other than just Teslan, but
Okay.
it's not.
I
It's
say
not.
we
It doesn't get a lot of traffic.
we
Put it that way.
prowl.
Yeah, let's prowl.
Oh,
Let's prowl.
Prowl up to the 4th floor.
I'll lead.
Yes.
You're gonna be. I'm gonna say desperate standard.
Yes.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's because Abby rolled a million dice on desperate rolls.
I just leveled up prowess too.
Okay, so who's leading?
I led.
Abby.
So 1 stress.
Yep.
And you indeed prowl up. So like I said, there's only one staircase, and you weren't expecting this, but there are actually 2 guards who do guard sort of this main hallway upstairs. Luckily, they're very distracted from their normally incredibly boring job, and one of them's basically dozing off while the other is kind of just not paying any attention at all. I think y'all maybe just I mean, I don't even know. You just kind of just throw a little rock, something, make a little
Just throw a
distracting
sheet
noise.
over his head.
You throw a sheet over his head
Throw a trans powder sheet over their heads
with
and
with that little bit of trans powder still in there. It does the trick. You get right past them. Actually, you just hold the sheet up in front of your bodies as you walk.
We just sort of shake it a little bit so the trans powder falls onto him as we're walking by.
it's like the little cartoon feet.
Yes, exactly. And you make it through, no worries. Okay, and so the fourth floor is got like sort of an expansive waiting sort of sitting area. So there's like a beautiful bookcases, very nice sort of table and setting. You can see like a little mini bar and everything. Nice furniture, velvets, everything's pink and red and beautiful and rose and floral themed. You can smell beautiful incense and fragrances, perfumes of all kind, decanters. And down the hallway, though, you can see that there are probably, let's see, just maybe like three doors or so that lead to what you can only guess are pretty large rooms for this floor. Which you don't know which room is which and what room holds what, but you know you want
So
that
we're
ledger.
Let's
going for the
each pick a
ledger.
door and see what's on the other side.
Sure. Nothing can go wrong.
You have a feeling Madame Teslin is in one of these rooms.
Yeah, who's the unlucky one?
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, what do you can
Abby,
either
what
pick
do
a
you
room
think?
or you can.
I don't know. I have my jewelry. I'm happy.
Can I maybe survey or study? That's probably survey. Like the doors, not to determine what's on the other side, but just to like see if I can hear which one has somebody behind it. Like if I hear movement or if I see like a shadow at the bottom.
Yeah, definitely. So you can. Yeah, is that survey?
Yes,
Probably.
surveys for a
Yes.
location.
Okay, so if you want to survey the rooms to see what's behind them, that sounds risky standard.
Can I like check what would this even be? I'm thinking like maybe I have like a mirror or something that I can use to sort of like see under the doors, like angle wise. If I check an
It's like
item.
tinkering tools almost.
If you check it
Yeah.
out. You pull out your stethoscope. Um,
What is it? What are those things submarines have?
Periscope.
Periscope.
Yeah, it's like a reverse periscope. It goes down under the door.
um, I don't know. Those sound like specialized items. I don't think just a simple mirror would help you that much. I think you can probably get what you want just from trying to listen.
Okay.
And then, yeah,
Desperate
like you
Stander.
said,
I'll trade
maybe see
position
if
for
there's
effect.
any lights. You mean Desperate Grader?
Madame
Yeah.
Teslin is a notoriously heavy breather.
She stomps around.
She wears heavy clogs and
Heavy
breathes quite loudly. She's asthmatic.
Yeah, how are you gonna make that desperate?
She
Um,
really has to lean on the door. So something could
I'm
creak.
gonna like almost tap the walls a little bit so it makes a noise and then see if I hear a response, almost like someone just like shifts their weight to look or something.
Okay, sure. Alrighty. Roll.
Okay, I only have one die if somebody wants
You got this.
to.
Abby's like, I believe in you. I'll help. I'll assist you.
Okay, perfect. I'll take an extra die. Thank you.
I guess you could ask for a devil's bargain.
No, I'm still dealing with the consequence of one of those from like 12 sessions ago.
You could push yourself.
No, I don't want to. One bonus die. 6.
Good job.
Wow.
You didn't even need it.
All
I
right.
think we get to know what room the ledger is in.
I tap and the ledger taps back.
I sense there are books behind this door.
No, I just wanted to know which door she was probably behind.
Okay, so we'll say there's a left, right, and a center. She is in the left door. Roll a fortune die.
Three.
Okay. Sure, that works.
This is not encouraging.
Did I also not hear other people in the other 2 doors?
No, you didn't hear anyone else.
Okay, perfect. Well,
Did you?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
I know. I didn't think you did, and now I'm pondering at the possibility.
Venus's twin brother, Uranus.
Mars, maybe.
It's Uranus.
Okay. No, yes, you did not hear anyone else.
Anything else? If there's a ghost in one of these rooms, Sean, I'm not gonna be a happy camper.
No, you didn't hear any other responses to the tapping. You
Okay,
didn't see any movement. You didn't see anything. So the only as far as your greater effect tells you, the only movement was in the left door.
Okay, let's go in the right door.
Yeah.
All I need is to desperate one more insight category action roll, and I'll be happy. So
Great.
Okie dokie. All of them are locked.
Right, Duchess. This lock is specially made for you to pick. You've never picked a lock before, so I think this is the one.
I've seen you do it plenty of times. I'll whip out a small.
I'll hand you my fine lock picks and take away that hammer.
Can you do that?
I don't need your lock picks.
She shoots.
I
the
have
lock with her
liquid lock
pocket
picks right
pistol.
here. I'll take a shot of whiskey and try to pick this lock.
Okie dokie.
Well, if you're not taking my lock picks, you need to mark burglary gear, so you can
Yep,
actually.
that's fine.
Okay.
I have my own lock picks. I had these specially made. They say Duchess on each of them, as you can tell.
These are much nicer locks than the ones downstairs.
This is the desperate
I
roll
will
you're
say.
looking for.
This is the
So I
desperate
think
roll
you're gonna be
looking
desperate
for.
limited.
Great. This is. I set you up.
I don't care if I succeed on this.
No, I'm gonna set up Duchess by explaining to her quietly and like putting her hands in the right positions. Like,
Don't touch me. I don't need your help.
okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna keep doing it.
But you're doing it wrong.
I'm actively telling you not to help me while doing what you tell me to.
So much
Or
camaraderie.
like you say, do that. And I was like, I was already about to do that. Thank you.
Don't tell me what to do. I already do that.
Okay, now what next? Don't tell me.
Okay.
Tinker? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I want to do a setup
Yes.
action though to improve
Oh.
the effect.
Can assist do that? Or can assist
I
just
don't
do
know.
dice?
I think assist is.
assist is just a dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is just a dice.
Do you want to set up by consorting? We can trade each other's
Ew.
best skills.
Ugh.
No.
Or you could command or sway. You could
Sway.
attune to me.
You could sway him and give him a little pep talk.
I mean, can I just use Tinker as my experience with tinkering? Knowing what to do? Or I could also sway, but
We have so much stress, Abby.
Yeah, you could. I mean,
Stolen car.
yes, you can tinker to set up for their tinker. It doesn't say you can't.
What a silly thing to do, though.
Well, the idea would be, why do that? But
I mean, this is the situation.
For the sake of Foxfire camaraderie, that's why.
I'm not going to command you. I'm trying to help you.
Command is also when you like lead. Like if
Okay,
you...
fine. I'll command, and we'll see. It's going to go horribly, but that's fine.
No, it's
okay,
not.
so command will be risky standard.
Okay.
I actually really love this adorable scene that's happening.
I'm going to push myself.
Whoa. We're doing so well. There's no way we all don't leave without a drama at this point.
This is what we do. We succeed in our
5!
actual
Yes!
goal. Nice.
Okay. But you still have a consequence.
Sean, don't tell me that.
It's really
Okay.
just so disheartening when a 5 still gets you a consequence.
I know.
It's 4 or 5. 4/5. There's
4
consequences.
I get.
Yep.
4.
I think a 5 and 6 should be critical.
There's no critical failures, so just be lucky.
Oh,
Just
that
be
would be
glad
fun.
about that.
God.
It would be fun. We should introduce that. Okay, so I think your complication is going to be that you I think you hear someone kind of making their way down the hallway towards where you hear someone like say something in passing to one of the guards, and they're making their way down the hallway towards you. They will see you very quickly.
She has blue coats?
No, she is private.
Mm.
I've not said who these people are,
So
who this
sad.
person is.
Can we resist this consequence by writing a note and putting it on a door that says, "Do not disturb"?
I love that.
Just hold up the black sheet at the end of the hall.
No women here, my lord.
This is an empty hallway behind this sheet. Don't you worry.
Okay, so you can still roll your tinker, potentially, and that could get you into the room before this person arrives, or you guys can do something else to mitigate
Their
this
arrival.
consequence.
Look,
We'll just get in.
We'll just get in, and if we don't get in, then I'll smack them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what?
Cool.
What did your roll get me?
Higher effect.
Standard effect. So
Oh.
you're desperate standard.
Yeah.
Which now makes even
Perfect.
more sense because you're on a time limit. Oh, you got to get that last tumbler in place.
Woo!
Four.
That's good.
Okay, woo, you do it. All right. Oh, this is
It's not
delicious.
pretty, but it works.
Oh, this is delicious. Okay. Okay. So,
We don't like it when
Duchess,
Sean says
you hear the final click of that lock as the final tumbler slots into place, and ever so lightly give it a twist, and the door sort of creaks open before you as the three of you scurry inside before quickly shutting it behind you. The room that you have found yourself in, just on a quick glance, you can see seems to be sort of an office. It is also very dark. I'm assuming does Sylph still have her night vision goggles on?
mhm.
Okay, yeah. So you can see, Sylph, that this is sort of a sumptuously decorated office with a very nice desk in the middle, a ton of different sort of lounge chairs, as well as couches and all sorts of things. It's all a little cluttered, almost, you might say, but still very nice. And the other two of you kind of scurry in, and you see just sort of the black shapes, but you can smell the perfumes that seem to just permeate this entire building is, and especially this floor. But behind you, you hear the sort of person who had made a passing comment to the guard has finished their sort of walk down the hallway, and they knock ever so lightly on Madame Teslin's door, and they say, "Madam, I believe we had an appointment. If you wouldn't mind meeting me in the office room momentarily." And you hear sort of a voice of affirmation from the room that you can only assume is Madame Teslin, and you hear the person come over to the door you had just closed, and they turn that knob.
Can I resist them entering the room?
Just lock it behind us.
I assume they have a key, but I want to
Oh.
break the doorknob.
You want to break the doorknob.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Jam a lockpick in it, and then we can lock it, and then it will be not keyable.
True.
Okay. So yeah, you can resist. And you want to resist by jamming the lock, you said?
Yes. Can I do that though? It sounded like we had to get in. Can I do it from the inside or?
You could probably jam the door to make it harder. It would delay them, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will do it with insight to understand that when he says the office, he probably means this room, and it gives me a 10-second head start to get to jamming this door, and because it doesn't matter which of these I roll.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. So just roll it.
Ooh,
Okay,
that's
two
not good.
stress. How we looking, Duchess?
Got 2 more.
Okay.
1 more, really.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
One more, really, yeah. Okay. You still have your picks out, and you sort of cleverly shim them into the different parts of the lock and the knob itself, and you think you've got it pretty well sort of messed up, more or less. And when the person does try to jimmy the knob, they have a bit of trouble before you hear some sort of thoughtful, as they just try to kind of puzzle out why this is not
Is
working.
it too late to flashback and have prepared a note that says lock maintenance in progress, will return around noon, and stick it on the front of the door?
Lockout, tag out.
Yeah.
It's probably a little too late.
Okay, that's fine.
Now they like the idea. Room in disuse.
And so you bought
Out of
yourself a little bit
service.
of time, but you are now locked in this room.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a window.
Yeah, there's a couple windows you can see. It is dark to
Perfect.
everyone except
So,
Sylph.
Yep. Do I see? I mean, it's an
Sylph, can you
office.
see the
Yeah,
ledger?
yeah. I'm working on it. Do I see like a desk with writing utensils and books and stuff on it?
Yeah, you do. I mean, you see the desk. You don't see the ledger just lying out anywhere, but
Okay.
you have a feeling it's probably in this
Can
room
we
somewhere.
share items? Is the next question.
I feel like in the past I've ruled not
No?
really.
Okay.
Because
I'll pull out a lantern.
it's a little too
then.
much.
And I'll use the lantern, and maybe we can group survey or something to try to find it.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Who's leading?
I
Not
can.
me.
Or I don't know how Echo's doing. I have 3.
I have 4 stress.
Okay. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
What's our
Where
position?
risky standard?
Y'all will be desperate standard.
Oh my gosh. What a gift.
Oh, thank goodness.
6.
Yay!
Also, you'll notice my survey is now 2.
Ooh, we
Critical!
crit!
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
So you quickly survey between the three of you. You're used to breaking and entering, and you're also used to looking for things that are meant to be hidden. So you
Echo, why would you keep it on the floor? Look somewhere else.
So as
I'm
you
good
search
with
around
people, not objects.
through this room, like I said, it is a little cluttered. There's kind of all sorts of different fabric draping everywhere, sumptuous velvet couches, and you see there's a lot of roses of sort of various kinds just strewn about. Some fake, some that seem real, oddly enough. And you do find the ledger, though. It is just she's got it in one of the compartments of the drawer of the desk. Um,
Perfect.
it was supposed to be locked, but apparently she forgot this past time of putting it away.
Nice.
So you pull out that ledger.
Can
Out
we-
that window.
You find pretty quickly the ledger is incomprehensible to you. It seems to be written in code.
I mean, that's fine. It's still just more proof. Adelaide.
I thought we were
It
gonna
doesn't
use
mean
this
anything
to-
if it's in code.
Well, we can decode it later and
Yeah.
use it as, whatever we want to use.
Yeah, and we can also, Adelaide, all we want to do is torture this poor woman. So we could just give it to her
She's
and tell
not
her.
poor, darling.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to do this to get Adelaide's money, but then we were going to steal the ledger as like a payout. Did we need to be able to read it?
I don't
you'll
think.
get different things for doing different stuff with it.
Well, let's just take it and figure it out later.
Okay, I'll sit down at the nice desk and write a nice cursive, freehand flowing note that says, what is her name? Teslin. Teslin, I've heard that you have our name in your gross little mouth, so maybe keep it out of that. We've already stolen your prize once, now we've stolen it again. And I'll put it in the empty drawer where the ledger was from.
Nice. I'm gonna take one of these real rose bouquets also.
Sean, is there like a decanter of
Make
liquid?
a fortune roll.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, jeez.
You have no
There,
idea what a
keep
rose
going.
is?
I
What do
don't
you
like
decant?
A decanter of like alcohol or whiskey of some kind.
You also roll a fortune. Oh, so. Okay, so yeah, you can take those roses. What are you gonna do
I don't
with them?
want them anymore.
I
No,
don't
you
want
got
them,
'em. You
I'm
took 'em.
scared.
I don't want
You're a
them.
Roses. You can take over that.
I feel bad. I put them down.
No.
I
No.
Maybe
back
it's wrong
away
to steal
slowly.
things.
No, I want them.
Okay.
I mean,
Yes.
maybe a whole bouquet is a lot, but I at least want one.
No, you can take as many as you want.
Okay.
They're easy to take. You have them.
And they're real?
Yes.
Like they smell like
they
roses?
smell like
and-
roses. They seem like living organic
Wow, that's cool.
roses. Yeah, it's
What are
actually
these?
almost unheard of.
Yeah, I mean, I can only
Uh,
imagine how expensive they would be.
Yeah, they must have been grown in one of the special like electroplasmic farms.
Yeah, no, I'm
probably.
gonna snag those and make sure they don't get messed up. They're gonna look pristine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Sarah, you were saying you
Yes.
want alcohol?
Well, I was gonna say it would be funny if we spiked her alcohol with a sleeping potion, but that's not actually my item. So I can't
I'll
really
do that.
Yeah, there's probably at least one a bottle of something.
Brandy or I don't know.
Yeah,
Eel's
just
breath. the
something to give
finest
to
eel's
people
breath, Yeah.
as she has sort of she works with them.
I'm like, Duchess, look at this. Put some of your sleeping potion in it.
I'll whip out the whiskey bottle, plug the little hole, and pour it into the decanter.
Okay. One of you also roll a fortune roll with 2 dice.
I'll roll one, you roll one.
Okay. Fair. I like it.
3.
I feel like, Sean, obviously fortune is on our side. It's gonna be great.
5.
Okay, sure. Yep. That you will not know right now what happens from any of those rolls. But
Can I
will know what
flashback?
they've done.
Terrifying.
I have an important and necessary flashback.
Okay.
Back to when Venus was being treated by our good friend at the time, Steph, the physiker, after I shot him in the leg.
Yes.
He probably
Yeah.
didn't look very great. Probably like matted hair, blood everywhere.
No, it wasn't his finest moment.
Perfect. I want to have flashback to have taken a picture of him at that time.
There's
Don't
no
think there's
photography.
There is. I'll commission a portrait. I don't care. I want a photo of him.
Yeah, a real artist painting this dying man. Great.
Okay, for those who haven't seen this episode, Venus was a former prostitute that we forcibly kidnapped from this establishment and then proceeded to shoot.
And we weren't supposed to hurt him, so we spent a week healing him up before we delivered.
So I had plenty of time to have someone paint a picture of him. And I want to have brought
yes,
it and
you can
left
do that.
it on her desk.
That's gonna be like
You don't
Lisa
have that
one
much
stress
stress.
flashback.
I'll take it. 1 stress.
And you need to either pay for someone or you need to roll an action for it.
I'll consort to have someone do it.
Okay.
Consort to find a young artist.
I'm sure Muse has some artists that
Controlled
would love to
standard.
draw him.
No, we can't let them know that he was.
Oh, yeah.
That he was hurt. Good point.
You
good
were doing
point.
it for the sirens.
6.
Okay, you have this strange portrait. It's not the best
Petty
painting
revenge
you've ever
triumphs.
but
That's
it
fine.
is discernible.
Perfect. And then I want to leave it on her desk so that she knows that she was unable to protect her star employee.
She's really crushed by it. Okay.
Okay.
You can
and
hear
Echo is now
you're running out of time.
No, let's keep doing flashbacks.
You heard a guard. They have called over the guards, and you hear a commotion outside the door as they start really trying to put some force into it.
Okay, let's just hop out this window.
Hop out the
ladies.
window.
There has to be a pile of goat manure somewhere.
Flashback. I pushed.
The pile of goat manure.
Probably not. I mean, probably not in their sort of little
A
nice
cart of hay.
garden-esque area.
Is it on a canal? Like, could we dive into water?
Ooh.
No, it
Please
is
let
not
it be on a
directly on
canal.
water.
Oh, damn.
It is on solid land with at least like a 10, 12-foot gap between the building, the wall, and then what lies beyond.
Okay.
Flashback and have a canal installed.
No, hold on. I can check climbing gear, which I have kept under my skirts this whole time.
Amazing.
They're like, housekeeping, why do you have there's a grappling hook behind you? And you're like, oh, that's just my
Don't ask about that. That's personal.
That's so rude. I just like have jangled slightly the whole time. Yeah, I whip out my grappling hooks, small pouch of chalk, climbing harness with loops and metal rings, and a set of iron pittons. And I
And you get to work.
get to work.
Okay, you'll have to make a roll for that.
Finesse?
Yeah, can we group escape with finesse or prowl or something?
Yeah, I think they'll just change certain things. Finesse might be faster, but
Let's-
prowl will keep you hidden.
I mean,
Prowl
they'll
seems
know
better
who
then.
they know who will have done
Yeah,
it.
because Dutch just signed her note.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have the same in finesse and prowl, so we're fine.
Yeah, I do too.
Yep, same.
Okay, great.
Great. Doesn't matter.
We'll do
you
well.
want-
So if it's the faster or more undetected, faster's
We could-
better.
I was
Because
like,
they
we could
already know
try-
who it is.
They will as soon as they get into the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but if we do it undetected, will the score essentially be over and we can just walk away?
The score will be over no matter what. So
Oh, okay.
undetected would mean you're undetected to people on the outside.
I guess that's probably better.
That's probably better.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be undetected.
Prowl.
Okay.
Prowl.
So you are going to be desperate. Probably just standard.
Who's leading?
I can.
Okay.
I cannot.
Yeah, I know.
5.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
Can I push myself?
Of course.
Now that I am the only one left. Okay, push myself.
Nice.
Wow.
So
I think
many.
y'all have rolled a 6 on every roll except for like 2.
Yep.
Okay. So, 1 stress, and you guys slip out of one of the windows using your climbing gear, and just as you kind of are rappelling down the side, which you can see it's also covered in sort of like vines and fake. I guess it's probably all just fake. Nothing grows in Doskvol
Yeah.
really, unless there's electroplasmic light. So almost all of it's fake. That's sort of this growing vining stuff, which helps make the climbing easier and faster and hides your figures a little bit as you make your way down quickly. And right as you sort of get to the bottom and get your climbing gear free, you can hear some people sort of shuffling and making a commotion as they break down the door upstairs. But you guys are done and free.
Nice,
have
nice.
escaped.
Love it.
All right.
Amazing.
Yeah, let's finish this out real fast. So you
I
Okay.
think we should publish the
How-
letters in a scandal magazine.
Ooh.
Well, we need to extort her for money and then
Yes.
publish them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, how exactly are you doing all of this?
I'll take
Or
one of them,
Yeah,
like
just
one letter,
one
and I'll tell
letter.
her that we have the one letter or whatever. It's not the toad one. I want the toad one to be published. It's like another one that's just a little bit scandalous. I'll pay good old Adelaide a visit and be like, Adelaide, do you remember our deal that you reneged on? Well, I just happened to pass this item that you might be interested in. It's slated to be published in the Doskvol Evening News. And it would just be quite the embarrassment if it got out that your husband was, I don't know, paying a visit to not even the best brothel in town.
Or
It
he's
is
into
the
super
best
he's into
brothel.
super kinky things.
Yeah.
That's the worst. Okay. I think Lady Froeg is, of course, upset and angry with you. And she says, I won't believe these things that you say. Of course, maybe he's seen some people once or twice, but that's who doesn't. I'm sure your husband wasn't always with you, Duchess, either. Not Duchess, Violette.
Well, my husband is neither here nor there because he's 6 feet under the ground, and yours is very much alive and very much on the 3rd floor of this room, or this brothel. So anyway,
Second.
I believe you could... 2nd floor. Don't correct me, Adelaide.
Voice of God.
I know what I'm talking about, Adelaide. Anyway, pay me the rest of our fee, or I will have to slip in, I don't know, a new contract clause. I'm being litigious here. Mark that down, voice of God.
Are you being litigious? You had no contract.
Yeah, I whip out a fake contract, and I'm like, now, I believe here on this contract that you have yet to sign that it says if you don't pay us our full amount, then this... I will do nothing to prevent this from being published in the news. And I hear you do have a party coming up. Is it your daughter's? I don't remember. It'd be quite the embarrassment if that's what people were talking about rather than your darling daughter's birthday.
All right. So I think you have successfully cowed Adelaide, and she will pay up 6 coin
Whoa.
for this situation.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Don't mess with us, Adelaide.
And you will get
We get revenge.
2 rep, I guess, out of that.
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
have to
gonna say.
repair our reputation. People can't just double cross us.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're at 0 rep now. Because we are stronghold.
Nice.
Very important.
2
Okay,
coin,
heat.
2 coin each.
See.
Yeah.
You were contained.
Most of that happened in the past.
And literally no one saw us. They only ever saw a black sheet.
Yeah.
Except Duchess left evidence, so I'm giving you 1 extra
That's
for
right.
that. So 3
Oh,
heats.
That's right.
Oh,
She
that's
did do
fine.
that.
Okay. Do you you publish the other letters too?
Um,
I think we should wait some time and then publish them.
why?
Because I don't. Then it's more drawn out.
Yeah, but it's
She's-
her daughter's
she's-
birthday.
She's there for the slow burn.
She also
I
we
don't
don't
care
want to
either
we
way.
don't want to burn our bridges. I mean we can publish them and have her.
I mean, you've burned that bridge.
So we can. I don't care if we burn that bridge,
Okay,
especially
well,
if she's on it. Or under
Publish it in Doskvol Daily then. That's
The
fine.
Yeah,
Doskvol Duskly.
Duskfall Duskly. The Dusk Folly. Okay. Yep. So you publish those letters, and the scandal races through the city. I mean, races. It makes her look bad, but honestly, the brothels are frequently visited by everyone, pretty much. So
Yeah. I mean, I want to publish the one where it's like he says he's more beautiful than her wife.
Yeah.
Than his
I
wife.
mean, it makes
His
them look a
toad wife.
fool, so they
His
lose a
toad
lot
wife, yeah.
of respect.
Maybe they do a little caricature of, like the wife and the.
Oh,
Mm,
yeah.
you know,
And I
yeah,
give her
that's
little
good.
toad eyes.
yeah.
Yes, you make. There's a lovely little comic that goes with it, and it's a toad dressed up as Adelaide Frog. And okay, so yeah, so it ruins her rep. She hates you. Another noble down.
I will rip this town apart one noble at a time.
Stricken by Violette. She's making her way through the houses. And then you need entanglements. So, what's your heat? 5, 6,
5 heat, 2 wanted.
2 wanted.
We got
Wow,
a
roll
4.
2 dice. Okay,
A 4.
a 4. 5 heat. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is good. So, the wraiths pay you a visit because, man, y'all are just a pain in their ass.
They're
It's
a
not
pain in
s-
our ass.
It's not Slate this time. It's someone else. You can see they've got a different sort of ornate mask covering themselves, as well as, but they have like also a gang of 5 toughs behind them.
Who are you,
And they
Granite?
no, they're
Marble? Sandstone?
no shale. No, no.
Onyx?
No. You don't know their name, and you don't need to know, so they don't tell you. But you can
It's
obviously
Alabasta.
tell. More like Alabastard. But they, I think maybe the 3 of you celebrate your success a little bit. Maybe you go out and have a little fun, but on your way back, you are quickly stopped by these thugs and their leader. And the person says, in sort of a distorted voice through the mask, they say, Slate sends his regards and also requests the payment that is owed. And he will not be taking no for an answer. So you can either pay Slate 2 coin for doing scores consistently in his territory over and over again, or you can let these people beat you up, or you can try and find a way to get out of it. But it
I'm a
ain't.
money bags, so
Sure, yeah, you can pay that.
I'll pay him too.
Okay,
Maybe
that's fine.
can I pay
You can pay extra if you want.
3? Yeah, and
Yeah.
be like, don't bother us again, boys.
Yes, I will let you pay 3 coin. The wraiths are not happy with you right now, I think.
Why? We worked
What-
for them.
I'm trying to remember, but I
We
think
stole that art gallery thing that was supposed to be their job.
Yeah, we sort of did something. I vaguely remember what we did.
I actually don't have them listed with anything.
Yeah, they're just 0 at the moment.
I think maybe we were positive with them at one point, and then it went down.
Yeah, I feel like we maybe did double cross them, but they never found out.
Oh yeah, you're down to. I think you had positive, but yeah, you're now down to 0 because
Yeah.
they were mad at you for not paying them previously.
Oh,
Okay, so yeah, so you can pay them 3 coin, and yeah, that will keep them off your back maybe for a little bit longer. For now, and the figure accepts the money and says, "Well, it's a pleasure doing business as always. I'll be back." And
take your
leaves.
time.
And vanishes into the night.
And vanishes into the night,
Holds up a sheet and walks away.
Yeah. leaving a powder trail after him. Okay, so do y'all want to do
Downtime.
downtime now, or do you
Yeah,
want to wait?
we have time.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm
need
gonna
to
indulge my vice.
Indulge my vice.
Everyone's
Oh,
indulging.
funny. I'm gonna also indulge my vice.
Does anyone want to come with me to the opera?
Do you want me to?
I think you're banned from the opera.
Let me go to the opera because I can practice being a noble.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
you need some practice. But it's actually a trap because when you get there, I'm like, now tell me about this weird family of you. And we have 3 more acts, so please lay on the.
And I'm like,
So Sarah, yours, you can't indulge your vice unless it correlates to what your vice. So is this like a particularly bloody
oh,
play?
it's Coriolanus. It's like it's like a bloody Titus Andronicus type of
Okay.
Shakespeare play.
So I
Yeah,
think
they're actually
you
taking volunteers from the audience.
Ooh.
in a strange twist.
And I like
Mhm.
try to put myself forward to escape this conversation.
Well, I was gonna say, I also think Duchess is trying to talk to you, but you're like working yourself up over this fight, this
Mhm.
this kind of stage fighting, because you have to, or else you won't be considered indulged.
Yeah. I'm like, come on! Bloody
Okay.
him.
So
Maybe
I
getting
rolled
a
a
little
6.
rowdy.
I'll up it to 2 and clear 8 stress.
Wow.
So how does your special thing work again,
You
Logan?
can move it up or down 1 or 2.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
really good.
Yeah, Abby, not so great.
No. Yeah, so you can clear all
1,
7.
2, 3. So I feel remarkably refreshed, even though Duchess has been asking me pressing questions.
I think they didn't even like make it past the haze of your intent on this fake
No,
fighting.
I think I was just like once the blood started spilling,
The
I
fake
was
blood
just
started
totally
gushing
into it.
out of people.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you'll all have 1 more action you can do.
I got
For
2.
downtime?
I will reduce
Oh, you have 2.
heat. I think I'll just tie it into those letters. Like when I publish them, I make up a story for how they got there. that sort of, in general, takes some heat off of us and puts it onto some fictitious gang.
Yeah, sure. You have to pick an action and roll that action.
Oh,
Yeah.
consort, survey, study. I will do it when I'll like study the notes and come up with like little details and then use that to make a story. So when I publish it, it seems more believable.
Okay, sure.
I just roll it like normal.
Yeah, just roll it. It doesn't. I don't think there can be consequences for it, but I'm double checking.
For some reason, I thought it was tier.
No, there's no consequences because it's just. I mean, even if you fail, I think you still clear 1 heat.
Yeah, I don't think there can be consequences. You just say how you reduce the heat and roll the action associated with it.
Ugh.
Not great. You only
But
reduce.
I do get +1 result level when I reduce heat.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
So it's
so you
a
reduce
4/5.
2. Yeah, that's only 2 heat down.
Can I work on my downtime activity of gathering info on my family by prior to the opera starting and me being in like a haze of bloodlust, I like scout out whether or not my family is attending, like if they have a box and
Oh,
like
definitely. They
who
definitely have a box.
who is like hanging with them kind of a thing, who their crowd is.
Mm, yeah, yeah. I mean, you could see who they seem to consort with. How do
Yeah.
you want to do that? Do you just want to study from afar?
I was thinking, yeah, study or prowl. Like I kind of like go for refreshments and like before the show starts and like prowl around because I don't want Duchess to know who I'm looking at yet, even though she's trying so hard.
Okay, yeah. Roll prowl.
You find a time to slip away because I find Adelaide and I have to go harass
Rub
her.
it in her face, yeah.
Okay, 2 ticks, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 2 ticks.
Nice.
You can see it's not your main family, it's some of the like cousins and
Second cousins.
yeah, and they're talking to quite a few different noble families. So you've narrowed it down, but this doesn't seem they're not even really main branch, so um you don't quite know exactly who maybe your direct family members are talking to.
Hmm.
Okay, but you're getting there. Closer and closer.
Okay, and then I
I
just
come back with
trained.
peanuts.
You mean you come back with roasted mushrooms?
Yes. The
Popcorn
texture of
mushroom.
peanuts. Popcorn, mushroom.
Okay, sorry, what did you say, Logan?
I trained, spent a coin, and trained.
What do we
Logan.
have? We have training in prowess and personal. Okay.
Yep, and those are the 2 I trained. And I leveled up prowess, so I took 1 in skirmish.
Oh, fun.
Gun duels? That would be fun.
No, she's just gonna throw down with people
Mm-hmm.
viciously.
Viciously.
She's getting real tired of people talking back to her.
I get it. I get it.
I also want to reduce heat.
Okay, how?
I'm gonna go do some sneaky jobs for Darmit, and then he's gonna talk shit on like the wraiths or something to the blue coats, so the wraiths get more heat than we do. Like transfer some through authorities.
Okay, sure.
What kind of job does Darmit need done?
Let's see. Darmit.
It's like, hey, there's a brothel that needs robbed.
He always needs like files moved around.
Yeah.
Either disappeared or things finding their way to his desk, and so on, or like information about certain factions within the blue coats.
Okay.
So
Who is
there's
Darmit?
always
My
many
blue coat
things.
contact.
Oh.
I'm in his good graces again, so it's nice.
He's like, hey, there's this break-in at a brothel. I need someone to investigate. Do you have any information?
Oh,
Or
don't
do
worry
I?
about that.
It was the raids.
I'll roll finesse to move around some documents for him.
Sure.
4s across the board, so that's 2
Wow.
heat down.
Yeah. Okay. 2 less heat. And that is all of y'all's downtime.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think unless there's anything really pressing y'all want to do right now.
XP.
Yeah, I was trying to think if I want to. Oh. So just kind of throughout sort of the rumor mill of Duskfall, you do hear that someone seems to have broken into the Mending Heart, but it's being kept on the hush hush. There's also oddly, you've heard that the spirit wardings are starting to crack down on sort of disruptions in the ghost field after that mysterious explosion that sort of wrecked the harbor. So they're on high alert and worried about kind of investigating things very closely. So a lot of people, I mean, the spirit wardens are not nice. So a lot of people are on edge because of that. And then also, this little nugget of information, I think, specifically comes to Sylph, probably, because you kind of move in those circles. But there is a sort of there was a famed assassin who was has been retired for probably like a decade now. And recently, though, you have heard just the barest slips of rumors that they're on the hunt again for something. But what? Nobody knows.
Is it Quicksilver?
No,
Nightshade.
it's not Quicksilver. Poor Quicksilver is done and gone. They just, let's see, what was their name? They just went by the name of, I think, Grace.
It's Adelaide. She's coming back with a vengeance.
It's Adelaide's
Is it
alter ego.
Adelaide? Is it Lord Skurlock? Who knows? Is it a demon that is trying to motivate us?
What are you
Grace
doing
is
with
a
those
good name for a demon.
roses? That's
What do I do
wanna
with the?
know.
Yeah, well, I was gonna save that for free play, but I'm gonna.
Okay, we can save it for next time. That's fine.
I'll do it so I don't forget exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to pick through them individually and find like any ones that are like bruised or damaged or wilted. I'm gonna toss.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I don't know how many I have left.
I think they're all in very good condition, so maybe you lost like a quarter of them, if
Okay.
even. I mean, you still have like a set of 12 or
Okay,
16
great.
roses.
Well, okay. If I only had one, I was gonna wax it, but I'm just gonna. I mean, I'm just gonna take them to Rain, probably.
Okay.
So pure.
We're gonna put a pin in that.
Yeah,
and we'll
yeah,
come
yeah,
back
yeah,
to it
yeah. That way, at
next
least you know what to
session.
plan with my poison roses. Apparently.
I want the bruised roses. Duchess is gonna pick those up.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sure they
She
still
has-
look
All
great.
right.
Like you can't tell a problem with them unless you look really close.
Yeah, no, they do still look fine. Okay, so
Are they red roses?
XP. Yeah, I think they are. They're just your classic red roses. Maybe some of them have a little bit of like a dual color, like red, white, and
Yeah.
red kind of pink,
Mhm.
but
Yep. When you look closely at them, there's like a green caustic liquid coming out of
Yep,
the thorns,
exactly.
but that's
It's no big deal.
so you give them right
Okay.
to Rain's face. Like, I got these for you.
all right, y'all checked all your desperate rolls.
Yep.
And did your playbook XP trigger?
Yeah.
Lots of prowling.
Lots of prowling. So much evasion.
So much evasion. Foresight, Logan?
Calculation and conspiracy.
That just brought a blackout blanket.
Okay. Give you
She
one for
did
that.
have the foresight for blackout blanket.
And
That was a
Echo?
calculated move.
Did I deceive people? I think I did when I pretended to be a loving and maternal servant
you
helping
did.
someone up the stairs when they were
Okay.
too drunk.
And
Did
then
you
creepily stood in their room while they were sleeping.
It's fine.
Creepily
all
with
creepy.
love.
Do you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
My drive/trauma is to make Rain as happy as possible. So I think it's either of those. But
Mm-hmm. Okay. So 1. I'll give 1 for Duchess.
I don't think I did.
There was a nautical themed puzzle box.
You're
The
right, there
theme
was
did have a nautical
theme.
connotation. You did succeed on the
Because
puzzle box.
I pulled out that puzzle box skills.
Yep. Okay, so we'll give you
So
1 for
funny.
that. And then struggled with issues from your vice or traumas. Should I just give y'all 1 for that every single session now? Because you have so many goddamn traumas.
So
I'm
many
purposefully
traumas.
being vicious as Duchess, so I've got to take one.
I mean, the only thing I said was being in the dumbwaiter was hard. And dealing with Duchess asking me lots of questions at the opera was hard.
Oh, you're paranoid. What's your other one? What's the
Unstable.
dumbwaiter?
It has to cause you trouble.
I took
Oh.
stress for mine.
It didn't cause me trouble.
Yeah,
I think I just get 1 for getting that jewelry and the rose between the two.
yeah.
I don't think I had anything else.
Okay. Crew, you completed the crew specific XP trigger.
Oh my god, did we?
You stole so many things.
We also, okay, Sean, I'm gonna make an argument real quick. We stole the jewelry and the ledger. We also stole some sandwiches.
No, you failed to steal sandwiches.
But the
Abby
sandwiches
failed.
were stolen because of us.
Okay, so I'll give Tilda an XP
Okay, we stole
for
jewelry
her crew.
and
Can we level up
letters
Tilda?
and a ledger, which we executed multiple successful things.
No. You stole multiple things, but it was one operation. So you get 1 XP for that.
But we could have left. Each one of them could have been an individual operation.
First of all, the jewelry and the letters were together.
Yeah.
We closed the puzzle box between. We forgot to mention it.
Well, no, I think you did.
No.
Oh, between the letters and the...
Did we
Contend with
challenges?
challenges above your current station. No, I don't think
The
they're above your
puzzle
current
box
station.
was a challenge above our station. You said it was from the nobles.
Noble.
That is true.
Yeah, but a singular noble. They're not tier 3.
Okay, but we did express the drives and character of our crew through
And we did that
camaraderie
one at least twice.
and vengeance.
And Froig? Is Froig above our station? Because boy, did we contend with her.
No, she's not.
Oh my
Bolster your
goodness.
crew's reputation or develop a new one. I think you did do your reputation, and I think you get 1 for expressing goals, drives, inner conflict.
Okay.
Are you sure we can't have just the one more?
Please.
Pretty please.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 1 more
Puppy
because
eyes.
for once in your life you actually stole 2 things
Okay.
from 1 place.
We stole 2 things from one place, and we worked together so well this time. We did a lot of crew.
Okay,
rolls.
yeah, I'll give you half of 1
We've
for 1
rolled
and half for the
so
other.
many
and we'll
sixes as a crew.
combine it.
Okay, we advanced. Woo!
Yay!
we moved
I'm
past
such a sucker.
our goat trauma. We
Yes, we
Yeah,
overcame our goat
we
trauma.
You overcame your
our
goat trauma. Okay, there we go. That's the XP that is. I don't know. I'll have to do a goat heist and
Oh,
then
please.
we'll
Are we
see how
stealing a
that
goat or
works.
stealing something from goats?
You're stealing from goats.
An armored car of goats.
Well, now we got to spend 4 weeks deciding which of these little boxes we're gonna check.
Yeah, exactly. It takes us forever to check them. So
Yeah. I get another ability, so it's going to take me forever to decide what it's going to be.
I get a new one too.
oh my gosh, they already have so many.
Do
Really
we
gotta
though?
crank
Don't
up
worry,
that
we're
difficulty.
about to become like fully traumatized, and then we're just back down to step 1.
Yep.
Then we need new characters.
Pretty much. Okie dokie, though. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. And we will be back next week with Tales from the Loop.
And a horrifying scene, I might add.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Wait,
forgot.
how do we know it's horrifying? Wait.
Because I told you about it.
There was
Oh.
a throne, and there were some people naked
you're
dancing
right.
around it.
Oh my god, I blocked it!
Yep. So if you're curious how we arrived at that, go watch that. But
Ooh.
maybe don't do it around anyone else.
Smells like horrible cyborg. That's incredibly creepy.
I was thinking
I
of our
blocked him.
cyborg, but no, I forgot about the throne.
What's his name? Tim something.
What
Very
is his
innocuous.
name?
Yeah.
I blocked him out too.
Never
Sam?
forget.
Steve? I don't know.
Steve.
It's not Steve.
It's something like that, though.
Alrighty.
All right.
We'll see y'all soon.
Bye!
Bye bye.